All right, let's talk about getting smart with your money. Today, we're going to map out a clear path to financial security, and we'll be using the FDIC's Money Smart program as our guide. But first, let's start with a reality check that might surprise you.
Okay, picture this, a professional athlete at the absolute top of their game. We're talking multi-million-dollar contracts, huge endorsements, living the dream. You think they're totally set for life, no question, right? Well, the reality can be, well, pretty shocking.
I mean, just look at this number, 78%. Just 2 years after hanging up their cleats, a huge majority of former NFL players are in serious financial trouble. That's just, wow. It really hammers home a crucial point, doesn't it? It's not just about how much money you make, it's about what you know how to do with it.
And hey, this isn't just a problem for the rich and famous. This is a question for every single one of us. If it can happen to them with all that cash flow, how do you build a financial foundation that's actually strong enough to last? So let's start mapping out the answer, step by step.
Before we really hit the road, we need to get why this whole journey is so critical. Think of financial literacy not as some optional class you can take, but as the actual concrete foundation for your entire life. Without it, even the biggest, most amazing dreams can just fall apart.
So where does every single financial journey start? Well, it begins with earning an income. That's your starting point on the map. It's the fuel for everything else. But here's the thing, not all starting points are created equal. The choices you make can really shape how much earning power you have down the road.
Just take a look at this. It lays it all out so clearly. You can see a direct line connecting your skills and your potential salary. A chemical engineer with that bachelor's degree, you could be looking at over $100,000. A mason can build an amazing, solid career through an apprenticeship. Every path is valid, but understanding what they look like is key to planning your own.
So once that money starts coming in, there are two numbers you absolutely have to know: gross and net. That gross income, that's the big, flashy number you see on your job offer. But your net income, your take-home pay, that's what actually lands in your bank account after taxes and all that other stuff gets taken out. And that's the number you build your budget around, always.
All right, so you've got a handle on the money coming in. What's next? Well, the next stop on our map is all about creating a blueprint for that money. This is where you go from being passive to being active. You start telling your money exactly where to go. And that is what financial planning is all about.
And look, a financial plan can sound really intimidating, right? But it doesn't have to be. It really just boils down to a few simple but super powerful steps. You create a budget, you figure out your goals, you get real about your needs versus your wants, and then you make a plan for spending and saving. That's it. That's how you take back control.
And at the absolute core of any good budget is this one simple idea: needs versus wants. Needs are the non-negotiables: food, a roof over your head, clothes on your back. Wants, that's pretty much everything else: the new phone, concert tickets, ordering takeout. The secret to mastering your budget is just making sure your needs are covered before you start spending on your wants.
Okay, so you're earning money, you've got a plan for it. Now we get to the really fun part. Seriously, this is where the magic happens. This is the point where you stop just working for your money and you start making your money work for you. Welcome to the growth phase of our journey. And the engine that drives all this growth? It's a little thing called compound interest. You might have heard it called the eighth wonder of the world. And for good reason. It sounds complicated, but it's not. All it means is you start earning interest on your interest. It creates this amazing snowball effect for your savings.
Let's actually see what that looks like. Say you invest $1,000. With simple interest, after 20 years, you'd have $2,000. Hey, not bad, right? But with the power of compounding, that same $1,000 turns into $3,200. That extra $1,200, that's free money. It's money your money made all by itself. How cool is that?
All right, our last major stop on the roadmap is a big one. It's about a tool that can either build you up or break you down: credit. See, credit isn't inherently good or bad. It's just a powerful financial tool. And just like any tool, the secret is knowing how to use it safely and to your advantage. So how do lenders decide whether to give you credit? Well, they usually look at what's called the 4 C's. First is your capacity. Can you actually afford to pay it back? Then there's character. Do you have a good track record of paying your bills on time? Collateral is next. That's something of value, like a car, that backs up the loan. And finally, capital, your overall financial health. If you understand these, you can start to see yourself the way a lender does.
And all of that stuff, it gets crunched down into one super important number:
your credit score. This little 3-digit number basically tells lenders how risky you are. It can affect everything from getting a car loan to buying a house. A high score can literally save you thousands and thousands of dollars over your lifetime. It's a number you really want to take care of.
So, there you have it. That's the roadmap. We've covered earning, planning, growing, and using credit wisely. But remember, this isn't a trip you take just once. It's a lifelong journey of learning and making smart choices. And you know what the best part is? You're the one in the driver's seat. You are in complete control.
So, whether it's sitting down to draft your very first budget, or maybe just researching a career you're interested in, or even just opening a savings account, the whole journey starts with one single step. So the only real question left is, what's your first step going to be?
Because at the end of the day, getting a handle on your money isn't just about trying to get rich. It's about giving yourself freedom. It's about having options to build the life you really, truly want. And that all begins with investing in your own financial education. Thanks for tuning in.